We'll talk about the AFC first, and what this is, Super Bowl pie, is what percentage chance, what ranking do you give each team to make it out of their conference? Now, this segment is sponsored by Poly Market. Shout out to them for sponsoring the Pick Us Out podcast and the show. Right now, they're top 7 in the AFC. Buffalo's at 20%. Denver's at 19%. Jesus. New England's at 18.9%. Jacksonville's at 16.4%. Houston is at 11%. LA, the Chargers, are at 10%. And the Steelers are at 7%. So according to Poly Market, which is where people put in their own money into the app and make these predictions, the people have decided that Buffalo is at a 20% chance to make it out of the AFC.
And you know
the
how I
highest
feel about this.
in the conference.
Disrespectful.
It boggles my mind. What have they shown you this year to say we deserve to be second?
Josh Allen.
That's number one. They're number
and
one.
Josh Allen looked human as hell yesterday, and they almost got picked. Not really. By Cleveland.
They almost got him.
I think the only argument for the Bills is down AFC year. You got the best quarterback. He tends to go superhuman in the playoffs. He
does.
If there's a year that it has to be, it's this year.
Since it's gone superhuman, it's been some years. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'll say this about the percentages on Poly Market. This is what I'll say. I think the Chargers are criminally low. They're at 10%. They have the 6 best chances to make it out the AFC. This is how I map my list. And I could have very easily changed the number 1 spot for my number 2 team. Number 1 is the Denver Broncos. But after that butt kicking that the Jaguars gave them.
Oh, so that game did move you.
The Jaguars are at 2 for me. Could have been number 1. I think they have a realistic argument for it.
They're a good team.
Number 3.
Great team, you could argue.
I went with the Houston Texans.
All right,
I think the Texans are still a dark horse team. They have the best defense in the league. It's with them, Denver, and Seattle. But Denver's defense has been awful recently, so I don't know if they're in the discussion anymore.
Awful?
As an elite defense.
Then why did we shut you guys down?
22nd EP per play.
Make it make sense.
Because we got hurt. That's why. In the second half, you guys shut us down because we got hurt. 100%. Christian Watson was not in the game. Offensive lineman went out. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, keep going, please.
I have the Chargers at 4. They could be swapped in for the Texans, so that's why Poly Market having the Chargers at 6. It's crazy to me. The Chargers are at 4. I'm not buying the Bills hype. I think they're at 5.
Where are the
Steelers? What? I'm not buying the Patriots hype either.
Don't overthink that one.
They're at 6. I think the Patriots are very vulnerable. Their defense is mediocre. It's below average. They don't have weapons offensively. They don't have a consistent run game. And then the Steelers are at 7. I think the Steelers have a chance to win a playoff game.
No, for sure. I don't know why. The team that they can beat, you have at 4. The team that they can beat, you have at 4.
The Chargers blew them out when they played.
It's a good point, but Steel City.
Every team in the AFC has a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Not great, but
and that's my top 7. So I disagree vehemently with Buffalo's placement at number 1.
All right, so we all agree that Buffalo being that high is insane.
But that's my top 7.
I give Buffalo a good 20% chance to win the Super Bowl because this is the best their ground
game's
been.
Super Bowl?
To
go to.
Okay,
sorry for me having an aneurysm about that.
Because their ground game is the best it's been, and that foundation in January is going to be strong. I also expect Josh Allen to continue playing at that elite level we've seen and that we're accustomed to.
Do you agree with them being number 1?
No.
What's your list?
Number 1 for me is the Denver Broncos. Number 2 and 3 for me is kind of a tug of war between the Bills and the Texans. I have the Bills at 2, the Texans at 3. Number 4, I have the Los Angeles Chargers. 5, I have the New England Patriots. 6, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And last, and 7th, I have the Steelers.
Jacksonville 6.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what I'm going to tell you, though?
Let's hear it.
Wow.
The gap between the 4th and 6th best teams is so negligible.
4th and 6th, okay.
Earlier in the show, we highlighted, I think it's going to come down to matchups. The gap, I have percentages here. The gap between the Jags and the Chargers in 4th is 3%.
But wow, the Jags at number 6 for you.
The Jaguars are better than the Chargers.
I agree with you.
They blew them out.
I do agree with you. That being said, with the Chargers ground game back in Marion Hampton and their weapons continuing to play well, and I just look at Justin Herbert in this matchup and I have more confidence in him. I look at the Chargers defense. I have more confidence in their defense.
I've said that before.
I'm going. I get it. I get it, but I think this time around will be different.
I think that the most awful matchup for the Chargers is Jacksonville.
Yes.
For the simple fact that it really doesn't have much to do with the personnel as it has to do with. I've seen Liam Cohen match up against Jesse Minter twice. Last year in Tampa Bay, they absolutely smoked
Let him up.
their defense.
Let him up.
And then this time again, this year, they absolutely smoked their defense once again, and they embarrassed them. So that I just don't feel comfortable in Jesse Minter defense against the Jaguars offense. But I think the Jaguars are very low for you. But you explained yourself. I mean, Des, who are you going with?
So I had a bit of a cop out because I put percentages on mine. Denver was number 1, 12% chance. Then the Jags, Bills, Texans, Chargers, and Pats, I gave all 9% chance.
I'm crying.
Because you can make an argument for all of them. I did put them in order because although I had them at 9, I was like 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D. I would have the Broncos at 1 above the rest of the pack. I would have the Jags second. I think the statement win that they had in Denver was huge. They've played good football for basically the entire season. Trevor Lawrence playing his best ball right now. Buffalo would be number 3 for me. No matter where they go, they're going to have the best quarterback. James Cook is having the best season of his career. The offensive line is great. It's just the defense that you question. But on all of these teams, there's something to question. Buffalo is going to be the defense. 4 is where I have the Houston Texans. 5 is the Chargers. 6 and 7 is the same as yours, Joel. It's the Pats and the Steelers. I know the Pats have a chance to get the number 1 seed. They might have the MVP on their team. I just don't think they have enough. Like, as much as I love Drake May, it's like, okay, year 2, you're going to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, as great as you have been, like, is that what's going to happen? Especially all the questions you have on defense, the questions in the weapons room. Stephon Diggs had a good game, but before this, he didn't crack 30 yards in a month. So the passing attack, or at least the hierarchy, feels very random at times.
It feels like we're going to become the anti-Pats podcast, having them so low because they might be the first seed in the AFC.
And they could be the first seed in the AFC, and in the second round of the playoffs, they could be underdogs. You know what I mean? Like if they played Buffalo in the second round, right? Like, and Buffalo says, let's say they go and beat Houston by 2 touchdowns, they could very well be underdogs even with the number 1 seed. So New England's had a great regular season, and none of us have ever taken that away from them, right? We're like, no, this is a great team. Drake May should be in the MVP conversation. They'd be a deserved 1 seed, but this is a different conversation now. This isn't about giving New England respect, being like, this is a fake season. It's like, who are you going to take to win the Super Bowl? Who are you going to take to at least represent the AFC in the Super Bowl? And for a multitude of reasons, super young quarterback, you know, this is the first time Drake May is with this head coach, Mike Vrabel, an offensive play caller, and the defense isn't figured out yet, and you don't have enough weapons on offense. They are probably the least talented group out of everyone here. Maybe outside the Steelers, and it could even be an argument.
You're right about that. I just feel like last year we said the same exact thing about the Commanders, and they went to the NFC Championship game. And look at the Patriots, 12-3.
Yeah,
last
Terry
2 games.
McLaurin.
Okay. Last 2 games, they played the
brushed them
Jets.
off.
Stephon Diggs.
They
McLaurin's
played
better.
the Jets and the Dolphins.
Is that what he did yesterday?
Yeah, but he does it like once a month.
The
once every
Patriots
other.
are on track
Hey,
to
when
win
you need him, he answers the call.
The Patriots are on track to win 14 games and very possibly have the 1 seed. The Jaguars are a more well-rounded football team, but the way that we've seen Trevor Lawrence play these last 4 weeks, been amazing. That's how Drake May's played the entire season. So when I look at the Patriots very possibly having that first round bye, and they have the best quarterback in this conference, the quarterback who's played the best of any of these guys, including Josh Allen this season.
Next place for Broncos.
That's why I had the Patriots above the Jaguars. And I do think Jacksonville at 6, it's a little bit low. It's a little bit disrespectful. But I also look at, quite frankly, the Broncos are 1 for me. But and even then, 1 through 6 to me, it feels very interchangeable.
It is.
Because week to week, these teams show you a different side of themselves. So I think this is going to change, especially when we see the playoffs. One of these teams is going to surprise someone in a big way.
So the
Joel, I loved your
Broncos-
list.
Yeah.
I loved your list. My number 1, I got the Denver Broncos, obviously.
We
I
all
wouldn't
got the
go
number
any
1.
other way.
What can go wrong?
Just stay on this side, you know? If that's what you're going to do. Jaguars, I do have number 2. After yesterday's win, it was probably their most impressive win on the season for me, especially because you're coming into Mile High and you dominated for the entire game. Got to give them their respect. Houston's number 3. This is the team that I've been consistent on. This is the team I want to see the least. And after yesterday, I'll throw Jaguars in that conversation, but Houston's defense puts a fear in my heart that not many other teams do. And so when I look at Houston, I think, yeah, their offense is underwhelming, but their defense can go up against any top offense and shut them down. So that is a genuine concern for me. I would put them number 3. Number 4, the disrespect can only go on so much. I have the Buffalo Bills here at number 4. The Buffalo Bills rush offense can put them in every single game. And their pass defense, where their rush defense is atrocious, their pass defense hasn't been bad this season. So I'll give them their respect in that regard. Number 5 is tough because the Patriots have been one of the best teams in football. Roster-wise, team-wise, we could say that they've overachieved this season. And mainly that's in due part because this guy, Drake May, is one of the best quarterbacks in football already in year 2. And what he's been able to accomplish with such an underwhelming supporting cast has been really impressive to me. But without Milton Williams on the field, we know that they're a little bit vulnerable in their rush defense. When he's on the field, it's a scary unit, one of the best rush defense in the game. He's the difference between me putting them 4, or excuse me putting them 5 and me putting them 6. If he's on the field, I'll put them 5. If he's not, I'll put them number 6. With the idea that he'll be healthy, with them being at 100%. Touchdown?
It looks like touchdown.
Okay, nice. Nice play by Tanj. I'm going to put the Patriots at 5 to respect them and what they've accomplished. I'll put the Chargers at 6 because I know their offensive line is not getting healthy. I know for a fact their offensive line is not going to be 100% ready to go. Christian McCaffrey is the single greatest player to ever touch a football field. I need it to be known that I love him with my heart and my soul. And Charles, if you're listening to this part of the podcast, good game, my brother. You played a great game. You fought hard all season. You overcame a lot of injuries. Unfortunately, you fell short to Little Bro. And Little Bro is going to his age championship because Christian McCaffrey is the best there ever was. And number 7, I do have the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do think they can win a playoff game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm a little bit higher on them, John, than you are, and I'm not surprised because, again, you're the fan, and you've seen real heartbreak because of this team. I can understand being prepared for disappointment, but this defense has come to play over these last few weeks. TJ Watt being back into the lineup injected a burst of energy into them. Yes, you really limited Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jahmyr Gibbs to me is on notice because he's a bad team merchant. Yeah, I'm pretty strong too.
Jameer's incredible, not better than Le'Veon.
No, he's not better than
that,
John.
Love that.
He's not better than Le'Veon. Agreed. I agree with you.
Stamp it.
I think
he's not.
I think it's a genuine
conversation
between. Let me not say 5 because I think the Patriots deserve that acknowledgement. But the Steelers, they're hot at the right time, John.
They are hot at the right time.
They're a scary team. I don't know. This win versus the Lions. The Lions are not the best version of themselves that we've seen. But on the road in Detroit, 29 points, elite rushing performance against one of the premier rush defenses in the league. I was really moved by the Steelers yesterday. And honestly, I don't feel good putting them 7. But honestly, if they were to play the Chargers in round 1, that pass rush can get home and make Justin Herbert uncomfortable. Jalen Warren and Kenny Gainwell have been constant contributors to this offense for the Steelers. Kenny Gainwell mainly. I can see them upsetting the Chargers in round 1. Now, going on a Super Bowl run, I don't know. We're asking a lot of the Steelers now. But to get over the hump of not winning a playoff game in a long, yeah, I can see it.
And with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, a legend.
Aaron Rodgers is playing great ball.
Yeah, he's playing amazing. He's playing amazing. Thank God he switched.
Just
okay.
had 2 less ones without him. Didn't change much.
All right, and he's in making the playoffs.
Maybe
You guys had the drought. You know, he's out of the drought.
There's still a drought over in Pittsburgh. Let's see if he ends it.
Yeah, we'll see.